Past and present. Things have changed a lot from passing to the present. For example, the childhood and youth of her parents was very different from hers, for example. My mother told me that when she was little she only played with closed dolls. They also played hide and seek, trap, and put a tail on the donkey. This last game was very different from now, since they asked questions to study their subjects school children. And in the end, Hoover had the fused correct answer. To that person would put a donkey's tail made of cloth. While his community was very poor, the streets were not paved. There were only black and white radios and television, and very limited education. If people want to continue studying at the university, they had to go to CDMX at time at that time DF.
And my mom told me that she was little, she played with Barbie dolls and clone babies. Since she only three, she had one to play with where she lived on house from the other. There were far away. He also told me that or there somewhere they had walked a lot the way of used public transport since the streets were not paved.
My mother says that when I was little, I played with Golden and cloth toys that my grandmother made for her. Sometimes she played hide and seek with my uncle. She stayed behind and for a while my uncle looked for another place. People had bicycles in the community. They did not maintain good resources in terms of technology. Most only maintained and low-resolution television. On the other hand, education was a not problem because school was far away.
Used as modern terror art, the people were living shared were very different. What I find a testimony of Ivoine will describe the following.
At my childhood, we didn't have television, phone, don't mind internet, but we had live chat with real friends. We went to movies. We enjoyed rolling in the mud without fear of collecting bacteria. We have the immune system rolling strong. No need for antibacterial gel to wash our hands. Soap was doing the job. We cleaned and loved the smell of hay. We drank yummy unpasteurized milk with natural fat concentration. Didn't have McDonald's, KFC, Supermax, Subway, and strangely, we have now a very thick, obese people.
Mr. Connor Pearson says that in the year 1970, when he was 7 years old,
Most women sewing cloth is money only today is was much less expensive to coarse fabric than finished cloth.
he was considered a somewhat dangerous rarity because his mother had gone to college. This was unusual in his community, and because he planned to go.
Mas were brand new concept.
Meat was very expensive, and it wasn't as common to eat it as the main course every day.
In clay shampoo bottles were freaking made of glass. We compare some things that for have shared that from the past to the present. For example, clean water that is easy to access.
Uh, in the past, it was difficult to communicate with someone who lived far from you. In China, with the telephone, it is much easier.
I was safe to go out and play with your friends. However, now there is a lot of screaming in the streets.
We have better medicine.
We have fast trains, cars, flights. It means that we can traveling a lot now.
We have electricity.
Before the children went to play, now to only stay at home watching TV or the cell phone.
2 years ago, people had very limited food. There was a lot of famine. Now there is even obesity and overweight.
Before couples, I had many children. Now they only have less than three.
It was very common to read the news in newspaper.
Before, access to cameras was very limited.
Before telephone service was very scarce and expensive.
Really many things have changed, and many of the better we use have. To what is what to future will bring us.